Hi, I'm Pat Schweiss, the director of the Sedona International Film Festival, and I'd like to invite you to join us for our 25th anniversary silver edition of the Sedona International Film Festival. Yes, we are turning 25 years old this year, and we've come a long way since the mid-90s when we first launched the Sedona Film Festival. Back then, it was a 2.5 or 3-day celebration of film, maybe 15, 16 films, and now we are 9 full days, 173 films, and so much more. Taking you back, our very first celebrity honorees included Ted Danson and Mary Steenburgen, Ann Miller and Donald O'Connor, who both lived in Sedona, Sean Young and Diane Ladd, who also had homes in Sedona. So it's a wonderful tribute back, and we're going to flash back to a few of those celebrities this year in our festival lineup as well. So it's very, very exciting. We're thrilled to be celebrating Sedona this year. We know that our growth is because of the fact that we get so much support from our locals, our audience members, our sponsors, our membership. So we are truly celebrating the community and celebrating Sedona at the 25th anniversary Sedona International Film Festival. Along those 25 years, 7 years ago, we were able to build our own Mary D. Fisher Theater so we can bring you year-round films, art house films, independent films, all year long in Sedona. And that is thanks to the tremendous support that we've experienced from our outpouring of Sedona community residents and, of course, our sponsors and donors. So we thank you and we celebrate. This one's for you, Sedona. And we hope you'll come out and play with us and enjoy our celebrity guests that we've got coming for an unprecedented 5th time. Ed Asner is going to be joining us. But before he gets there, Mackenzie Phillips is going to be joining us. She was our honoree a few years ago. Mackenzie shot a film in Sedona. She's very dear friends of ours, and she wants to help us celebrate and kick off opening weekend. She is going to be joined by Matthew Earl Jones, who heads up the Arizona Film Office, and they're going to be launching our kickoff event, which is Room for Rent. It's our opening film that was shot in Sedona, in the Verde Valley, in the Village. All local scenarios. You're going to recognize every scene in the film. It stars Lynn Shay, who was, of course, the Sedona Festival honoree from a few years ago anyway, too. So we're bringing her back, and we're going to celebrate with a great opening night that celebrates and honors Sedona and some of our past celebrity guests. And speaking back of Ed Asner, for an unprecedented 5th time, Ed Asner is joining us here at the Sedona International Film Festival. He has become a favorite of our festival, and everyone loves him. They enjoy getting to talk with him. He's unpredictable on stage and a whole lot of fun. He's in a very incredible documentary about his life, Ed Asner on stage and off. It covers all of his stage work, his TV work, his film work, and of course, what makes Ed tick politically wise. So it's a great documentary celebrating the most winning actor of all TV times with so many Emmys to his name. And then we're going to bring in Billy Zane, incredibly gifted actor, award-winning actor Billy Zane. You might remember him from Titanic and from Back to the Future and from Twin Peaks and, of course, A Dead Calm with Nicole Kidman. He's in a film this year called Lucid, and we're going to be honoring him with our outstanding actor and recognizing him for his outstanding career in acting. And so we're very excited to welcome Billy. And of course, we're going to welcome back Mariel Hemingway. Mariel Hemingway has been in Sedona before, and we honored her with an Outstanding Actress Award when she was here. She is coming back. She is in a film called Down to Earth, along with actress Amy Smart. The Science of Grounding. Josh and Rebecca Tickell are returning filmmakers that have that in the lineup, and it's all about connecting to the earth, going barefoot, and the healing powers that can have on your body and your soul and your health. So it's a great conversation. We're going to have a panel of them up there, Mariel, Amy, Josh, Rebecca, and it's going to be a really fun and wonderful time. Other invited guests include, of course, our returning favorite, Richard Dreyfuss. He's been here a few times and our audience loves him. Diane Ladd, Laura Dern, Blythe Danner, and Elizabeth Montgovern, who star in one of our premiere films, The Chaperone. It's a beautiful piece. They've all been invited, and you never know who's going to show up and make an appearance at the Sedona Film Festival, so watch out. You very well could rub elbows with a celebrity right next to you in the theater. And speaking of celebrities, we have the premiere of Matthew Broderick's new film. It's a comedy called To Dust, and it's going to be a great show. We know you're going to love it, and we brought along a trailer. Let's take a look. It's a whole lot of fun. You won't want to miss Matthew Broderick starring in To Dust. And we're going to have the producer of the film here to do a Q&A, so that'll take you a little bit behind the scenes to the making of and the comedy that happened on the set. So don't miss it. We also have other star-studded films in the festival lineup, including a rousing crowd pleaser, the Bill Murray stories, Life Lessons Learned from a Mythical Man, Absolutely one of the funniest films you will ever see. Bill Murray is notorious for showing up unannounced to events, bar mitzvahs, weddings, just showing up at a film, showing up on a soccer field, a basketball court, and they've caught it all on camera and the hilarious reactions that ensue. So don't miss the Bill Murray stories. We also have an incredible new drama called Nonfiction, starring Juliette Binoche. She is radiating in this film, and again, powerful and has a little bit of comedy as well, so it's a little bit of a dramedy. Nonfiction, starring Juliette Binoche. Our closing night film, we're very excited to have booked one screening of Hotel Mumbai, which will open later this spring, starring Dev Patel and Armie Hammer. So don't miss that. It's based on the true story, so you won't want to miss that. It's a very exciting, edge-of-your-seat kind of thriller. Promise at Dawn stars Charlotte Gainsbourg. You won't want to miss that one as well. We've got probably the best foreign film lineup we've ever had. Our World Cinema Showcase is phenomenal this year, including Promise at Dawn and the new Anna Paquin film, Tell It to the Bees. Again, stunning cinematography, a brilliant, beautiful story. You won't want to miss it. Anna Paquin is radiant and absolutely fantastic. And Bruno Ganz stars in The Tobacconist. He plays Sigmund Freud and the friendship that ensues between Sigmund Freud and the young man who works at the tobacco store where he frequents. It's a beautiful, beautiful story, great period piece. You're going to love it. We also have other Oscar-nominated films that are must-sees in the film festival lineup that we're very, very proud of. One of our documentary shorts, Period, End of Sentence, is nominated for the Academy Award for Best Documentary Short Film. So you won't want to miss that when you come check out the festival lineup. And an Oscar nominee 3 times over, Cold War, is going to be in the festival lineup on the very first day. Cold War was nominated for 3 Academy Awards, Best Foreign Language Film, Best Director, and Best Cinematography. You won't want to miss that. And on opening day at 10 o'clock in the morning, we are opening with a film that's been in demand from our audiences, If Beale Street Could Talk. Again, nominated for 3 Academy Awards, including Best Supporting Actress for Regina King, Best Screenplay for Barry Jenkins, who did Moonlight, and Best Original Score. So you won't want to miss that. Let's take a look at the trailer, If Beale Street Could Talk. So you won't want to miss any of those Oscar-nominated films, and you'll be able to see them before the Oscar ceremony on February 24th. So come to the Sedona Film Festival and check them out. In addition to the Oscar-nominated films, we have some that almost made the cut. We are showing a selection of films that were their specific country's submission to the Academy Award for Best Foreign Language Film. And those include from Italy, a wonderful little film called Dogman. So don't miss Dogman. That was Italy's official submission to the Academy Award for Best Foreign Language Film. From the United Kingdom, I Am Not a Witch. Again, a very, very powerful story, powerful drama you won't want to miss. And from Iceland, Woman at War, Iceland's official submission to the Academy Awards. And finally from Singapore, Buffalo Boys. Again, all of these are not to miss films. They very nearly made the cut. They were, some of them in fact were shortlisted for the Academy Award for the Best Foreign Language Film, so come and check them out. Let's move on to documentaries. We have probably the strongest documentary lineup. In fact, our festival is known for its documentaries. Connie Levinson and her team do a great job of picking the finest docs to show at the fest, and this year is certainly no exception. In fact, they've gone well over the top in what they've selected. And we're opening the show with Bathtubs Over Broadway, a phenomenally wonderful, crowd-pleasing film that has won the top award at probably every single festival it's played in. You're going to recognize a few of the people in the films. These are some unseen films before. They used to do Broadway musicals for training sessions for big companies. Broadway musical productions that really the public never saw, just the people who went to those conventions each year. It's loads of fun. You've got to check it out. Let's look at the trailer. Bathtubs Over Broadway.
It's hard to top The Bathrooms Are Coming.
What a great thing.
I thought he made it
I thought he made it up too.
And like it was this thing in our family.
I was working at the Letterman Show as a comedy writer. I started finding these mysterious corporate records. Musicals, but about tractors or silicone products. I didn't know anything about musical theater, but I was pretty sure it wasn't supposed to be this.
My bathroom is a private kind of place.
Everybody was doing these things. Giant companies, tiny companies.
If the patient gets bloody,
I found some sort of treasure trove that we weren't supposed to know about at all.
It's the way. Yes, sir.
everything's coming out, sit, go.
I had no hobbies. I barely had any friends outside the show.
Hello.
Well, hi, Steve.
Hello, Sheldon.
Welcome to Casa Mia.
But I knew I've got to have as much of this as I can find. Clubs.
Oh my God!
These are people who have changed American culture.
It was a dream job.
And there were a lot of them.
It was almost like having a door open to a secret society.
The general public had no knowledge of what was going on unless you were at one of these sales meetings.
This stuff is bizarre and hilarious. Those are only the beginning layers.
I hope everyone becomes interested in it.
Yeah.
Then I could sell the ones I don't care about for lots of money.
Capitalist pig.
Well, I learned that by listening to these records. I really got motivated to sell, sell, sell.
I think it has an unexpected importance that I would never have noticed when I was holding up the records on the show.
It illuminates an American business world that doesn't exist at all anymore.
There's something about a show, if it's not being heard, then it's really gone. I feel a kinship with so many of these people. It's gone further than I've imagined. Life can be so rich and wonderful when we step off the logical path and embark on eccentric adventures.
It'll change your life.
Trust me, you will leave the theater dancing. It's such a joy to watch. Bathtubs Over Broadway, don't miss it. Other great docs in our festival lineup include one that was nominated, shortlisted for the Academy Award, of course, for Best Documentary Feature, and that is Crime and Punishment. Again, based on a true story, as all docs are. Crime and Punishment, you will not want to miss that one. The China Hustle. Just when you think you know the stock market, think again. Come and check out China Hustle. You'll be very shocked and surprised. Elephant Path, again, a beautiful, beautiful film for nature and animal lovers, and this sanctuary that's been created. You've got to check it out. Every Act of Life, based on playwright Terrence McNally and his illustrious and incredible career. Won't want to miss that. Hal, a documentary about the famous and often overlooked director Hal Ashby. Again, you'll be surprised at how much of his works you knew and didn't know much about him. A phenomenal director, phenomenal film. The Human Element, climate change film featuring National Geographic photographer James Baylog. Incredibly stunning photography in this film. Won't want to miss. Muhi, Generally Temporary. Prepare to be moved and inspired by this courageous little boy and his story. It is touching, moving, and absolutely inspirational. And we have The Valley by local filmmakers Brian Reinhardt and Ron Melman, telling the story of how the town of Telluride and its citizens came together to stop the development in their community and in their valley and keep nature pristine. And it's a really phenomenally inspiring film about the power of a community banding together. And of course, another crowd pleased with The Biggest Little Farm. This is going to open in theaters later this spring. You'll be mesmerized as John and Molly Chester attempt to create utopia on 200 acres of land in Ventura County. They prepare 10,000 orchard trees that they plant, 200 different crops, and every animal you can imagine. Watch their successes and failures, and more successes and more failures in their 7-year attempt to create utopia. Let's take a look at the trailer. I think you'll agree with me, we have the best documentary lineup ever in our film festival's 25-year history. So come check out all the award-winning docs. You'll be so inspired, and you'll be glad you came. Music lovers, we've got a couple of treats for music lovers in our film festival lineup. First of all, Joni's 75, a birthday celebration. The incredible and phenomenal Joni Mitchell, friends of hers, famous friends, have gathered on the event of her 75th birthday for 2 nights at the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion in Los Angeles, and they caught it all on film as these performers, these well-known people, perform her body of work and pay tribute to Joni Mitchell. And those include James Taylor, Graham Nash, Norah Jones, Emmylou Harris, and a whole lot more. Don't take my word for it. Let's take a look at the trailer. Phenomenal performer and unforgettable concert experience and tribute. Don't miss it. Joni 75. And speaking of phenomenal, we have Jimi Hendrix, the Jimi Hendrix Experience Electric Church. Again, a musical event you will not want to miss. Part concert film and part documentary featuring the 1970 Atlanta Pop Festival appearance by the famed Jimi Hendrix. Paul McCartney's in the film, Steve Winwood, many, many other musical celebrities you will know, including bandmates of Jimi Hendrix, as they pay tribute to the guitar legend and take you behind the scenes, of course, to his most famous concert. He's going to have renditions of Purple Haze on there, All Along the Watchtower, Freedom, and of course, his famed rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. Truly a musical event not to be missed. Let's take a look. So you can see, if you're a Jimi Hendrix fan, you will not want to miss Electric Church. And if you're not a fan, you will be by the time you see this music documentary and concert footage. Absolutely phenomenal. It's a showstopper. So you can see we have something for everyone, literally everyone, at the 25th anniversary silver edition of the Sedona International Film Festival. You won't want to miss a day of it. February 23rd through March 3rd coming up, and we hope you'll join us for all the fun. And speaking of which, there's also going to be free filmmaker panel discussions and workshops happening each morning of the festival, Wednesday through Saturday of the festival. And again, those are going to be housed at Steakhouse 89. We've got a great venue set up there to have panel discussions, so you get to be behind the scenes with some of the filmmakers and celebrity guests and learn about different topics such as screenwriting from script to screen, music in the movies, documentary filmmaking, women make movies, and producing and directing, and much, much more. You can find out all the details at our website, sedonafilmfestival.org, and plan to spend the 9 days with us. It's 9 extraordinary days, 173 films, celebrities, filmmakers, you name it, we have it, including our best lineup in the history of our festival. And we, of course, want to let you know that the most fun of a festival, in addition to the films, is just rubbing elbows and chatting with people in the lobbies of our theaters. Sometimes the best stories happen when you're in between movies, waiting in line to get in your next film, and you talk about what someone has seen that they thought was phenomenal and what someone has seen that changed their life. And that's the beauty of a film festival. You get to experience films that you may never otherwise get to see, films from all around the world in our World Cinema selections, documentaries from all around the world as well, narrative features, student films, animation, and more. There's all sorts of ticket packages available when you see our website, sedonafilmfestival.org. You can buy individual tickets or a 10 or 20 film ticket package or a gold and platinum pass that gets you priority seating and access to the finest films in the world. We don't want you to miss a beat. Come and join us as we celebrate 25 years and we celebrate the community that made us 25 years strong in Sedona. We are very proud, we are grateful, and we thank you. We thank you. We invite you to come and experience the world without ever leaving your theater seat right here in Sedona, the 25th anniversary Sedona International Film Festival, February 23rd through March 3rd. We'll see you at the movies.